Yeah, so why don't we just get started here? How am I gonna... Probably... I only get burgers with pink if it's like from a fancy burger place that I know like that's how they do it. In the style of their choosing. Oh, gotta open up Sizer. Gotta open up Sizer. Gotta get the right window size. Boink. Minecraft. That's when I said they were on sale for $3. The burgers? Did he get the pre-made burgers? He didn't lovingly shape and smash your patty for you. $3 for 8. That's frighteningly cheap. Oh, man, we're gonna add a whole gigabyte to the world save file during this FLoB-A-THON through tomorrow. We're at 28,715.8 megabytes. We started just before 28,000. Cool beans. Oh, gotta turn off my music. We don't have music in Far Lands or Bust, other than those styled by C418. Neat. All right, who's ready? Get your woofs. Get your woofs ready. There it is. Woof. Woof. Quick, get your calculators. Get your woofs. Oh, that's right. I'm smelting some iron. You know what else I should smelt? A fish. This is our first raw fish, and now we shall have a cooked fish. It has cooked. Ah, I got an achievement. You guys can't see that, but I got an achievement. I got an achievement called Delicious Fish. Ah. Ah, when was the last time I've gotten an achievement in Far Lands or Bust? There's something that nobody's been keeping track of. I tell you what. Wolfie? There's Wolfie. Alright. Oh, I need to place down a sign. Oh, that's pretty. To commemorate? Which way? That's east. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Was day 4. FLoB-A-THON-A-Day-A-RAMA 2019. Holy Moses, A.L. Lemon. That is a very generous donation to Direct Relief. You're getting us... I'm going to have to put this number in. Day 4 start. And 10 with a donation to Direct Relief. We are starting at 31,171.76. Whoops. 76. And Peg-I, thank you for that Twitch Prime. Welcome to the sub-tub. Do I need anything here? I can make a couple boats, I guess. I could also make a couple beds, maybe. I need more wooden planks, though. Boop, boop. All right. Starting at the top of the hour. Should be easy to keep track. I'm going to forget. Oh, no! Oh, wait, I can just put down a boat. Sort of. All right, let's grab Wolfie and get stuck in sand. All right, we can we're free. We're free and we're making progress. But anyway, before I answer Tinhis' question with their donation, actually I can answer it right now. Are we serving root beer floats for the floating points? Jokes. Jokes. I used to like root beer floats. I made them at home a lot when I was a kid. But I can't even think of the last time I had a root beer float. TBH. I did get a question actually before yesterday's stream, but I missed it because it didn't happen on the stream, so I didn't get like an alert. But this one, oh, I actually need to look now. It is from That's How They Get You. With a $20 donation to Direct Relief, asks, time freezes for everyone but you for 1 day. What do you do? What do you do? We got a hypothetical here. The world and time and everything freezes. Pauses even for an entire day. What do I do? Sleep in and not feel guilty about not streaming. Or stream and then wonder why nobody's watching. That's tough. That's tough. Panic. I'm not overthinking it, but I'm assuming I can drive, like, cars still work and stuff like that, and I can drive. And the planes haven't fallen out of the sky. Nobody's dying from this time stoppage. Kavak, thank you for 38 months with Twitch Prime in the sub-tub. But I would, yeah, other cars will be frozen on the road. But let's just assume that I could then use that time and I would drive as fast as I can because it's safe. There's nobody else to get in my way. Did I not pick up that wood? Oh my gosh, my inventory. Wait. Oh god. My inventory is truly a problem here. Alright. Carrying on. Yay, time to get more work done. I could steal cars, and nobody would be any the wiser, and have fun driving around. I'm also assuming, like, I guess, like, what's the word I'm looking for? If I was being sort of, like, doing everything that I can with my time, I don't know, going to Washington, D.C. and breaking Trump's nose would be high on the list. But then also it's like, okay, planes aren't flying. Like, I could learn how to fly a plane, but then is flying for 4 hours from the West Coast to the East Coast, is that a good use of time when everything is frozen? I could be doing other things, like driving around with no traffic. Doing all the things that I'd like to do that I am prevented by because there's too many people and crowds. Oh, dope. So, yeah, that's a tough one. I heard separately an answer that is the best answer. I've already heard the best answer for this. It's not my answer. But the best answer would be break into the zoo and pet all the animals. Pet a polar bear, pet a giraffe, pet a lion, pet a snake. Let's go into a zoo and pet all the animals. That's the best answer. That's the best answer. But it's not my own. Oh! Speaking of animals, filthy animal! You broke my boat. That is the correct answer. Everybody else has failed. But yeah, that was a donation that came in a couple days ago, but it was while I was not streaming, and I should have been keep paying attention to that, because obviously you can donate to Direct Relief at any time. And not, yeah, you pet all the animals, not feel bad about it. It's not like at some tourist trap elephant riding thing where all the elephants are abused. Not that all the animals in zoos are happy, but listen. Trying to make the best of a situation here. Ooh. Ah! Oh my gosh, the health. We're gonna need some pigs. Will you eat a cooked fish? Here's a question. Alright, the tail is down. I just ate that. I ate that and it provided no nutrients whatsoever. Alright. So I guess dogs only eat pork chops in this version of the game. Well, there goes our fish, but at least that opens up an inventory slot for us. Is it me or did the jitter get bigger? Nope, it's still 2 texture pixels. It's kind of hard to tell on that block, but two textures. Oh, I'm all like disoriented and turned around. Yeah, see? That's where it flips. We sacrificed a fish for science. Yes, there is a Discord for patrons and subscribers. I have a Patreon, did you know? And I also have a Minecraft server via that Patreon, did you know? Plug, plug. Maybe tomorrow I'll log on and we can take a nostalgic trip through the museum on the patron server. Get some inspiration for future F3 monument that's coming up. Zombies. Indeed. Build a rocket ship. I was, like, thinking about what to build, and I haven't done a floating monument ever. I started thinking about the Upside Angle House, about the Juno spacecraft. Things that are flying. That would be interesting. I'm not sure how I would build or integrate that into Far Lands or Bust. A giant floating point. Yes. Oh, let's sleep. We did it. We slept. And we're continuing on. A giant floating block of ice. Well, you see, that would require me obtaining the materials. Dyeing wool, perhaps. Doing something to get the right amount of blocks. And I'm not much for that. The material grind is not my cup of tea. I generally tend to work with the environment that I'm given. Effort. Effort? The effort is going into the journey. Well, yeah, that too. I wouldn't be able to get ice. I would have to, like, make a layer of water, let it freeze. I would have to be in a frozen biome, and then put another layer of water and let it freeze for, like, layers and layers and layers until it's a floating block of ice. And even that, I don't know if it would work. I wonder if ice melts if there's water on top of it.
Lisa needs braces.
Mnemno sign, thank you for 2 months in the sub-tub. With Twitch Prime as well. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Science! Sub-tub? Woof. Wait. Okay, that was in the game. Copy your original log cabin. I already kinda did that at some point. I think it was like episode 500 or like one of the milestone episodes. I built like a log cabin in the style of the original. Speaking of ice, that floats. Ah! I'm looking for pigs too. I need food for Wolfie. Magical, magical, magical. Yesterday we found 2 spawners. It didn't have anything specific in them. That was interesting, but we finally found spawners yesterday. And on the second day, we found a pink sheep, but that was the only one so far. Oh, Wolfie, you noodle. Oh, shoot. You're making this very difficult. Much more than it needs to be. Ooh, see, look how much... Remember I had 2 full stacks of wool? How quickly we go through the resources? Well, yeah, if you weren't here on Wednesday, you missed a pink sheep. Thank Victors. Tomorrow I'm planning on starting around the same time that I started yesterday. Maybe an hour earlier. And then going until, like, right now. Like, what time it is right now. But tomorrow is when I'm planning on pressing F3. Dolph, even if I had F1 2019, there's no disappointed driver in that game. They removed the disappointed F1 driver cutscenes, so they also removed the co-op mode. if you want to watch F1 2019, you should watch Cone, because he's doing multiple full seasons in the single-player mode. Celeste and Inside are free. On Humble, for no dollar, actually. Dirt Rally, the original, the first Sadness Simulator, is free in the Humble store. Spooky noises. Which is interesting, but also concerning, because previous Codemasters games that have been given away for free later end up being delisted from sale and deleted from existence everywhere. So you should pick that up, and then you will always own it, and then you should complain to Codemasters and other game developers and publishers. I guess it's more in the hands of publishers who are doing a piss poor job of maintaining and archiving the games, the recent games even, that we know and love. Whoops. Accidental sword swing. Yes, it's not lag. This jitteriness would happen on the fastest computer you could possibly have. Ooh, let's not go this way. Oh, I love A. It is an error, a mistake in the calculation of the player. That's me. Within the world. As the coordinates get bigger and bigger, there are only so many spaces for numbers to be held. So therefore, as the number, such as like going from 999,999 to 1 million, that moves the decimal place over 1. And it gets less and less precise in those fractions, those decimals. And that causes the terrain jitter. Not exactly that, because we're actually talking about computer code, and it actually holds the positions in binary. So it's the binary code that the point floats, but you get the idea. So, and yes, the further and further you get from the coordinate 0, 0 on the map, the more and more jitter. And it essentially doubles every time the point has to float. Science! I spent like an hour trying to explain floating point precision to a friend. It made a lot more sense once I realized and was able to look up what the numbers were in binary. Like, that made more sense, because seeing the point float in binary made sense. And the fact that it's a 16-bit, 32-bit, whatever, that's how many numbers are in the number. That's how many integers are allowed to exist in the number. One of those bits. Yes, do you want an example? Here's an example. Got one right here. Right in your face. The evening song. Well, now Jossie Alfred's just confused me even more. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Video games. We need pigs. These pigs are dry. This world is dry of pigs. That is. Apparently, according to a modder a while ago, when developing Minecraft, they tried and intended to switch to double precision, which would be more precise and fix the jitteriness, but they left in the code with the single precision floating point, and that's why it is still an artifact in the game right now. Ooh. Wolfie? Jeez. Alright, you dang noodle. Uh-oh. Did he get stuck in that hole back there? Did I sit him down for something? Oh, there he is. You numpty. Confuse and disorient and scare us all. Crumbleina. Thank you very much for that donation to Direct Relief. What do I need to do? I need to make a boat, or 3. Boop, boop, boop. I'm very concerned about what Wolfie's doing over there. It's like they try to take damage. Crumbleina has a question. Hold on, let me just get Wolfie to spawn. I'm really gonna ruin my day. There, jeez. Speaking of zoos, what is your must-see areas whence you go? Ooh, that question was asked in a way that broke my brain. I have to see the zebras and the giraffes. I don't know. I, as a kid, always liked the reptile. Like, at least at the Brookfield Zoo, and that's in Chicago. They had it was like a building, the reptile building, that had all the big snakes and stuff like that behind glass. True, the monkeys are freaky. And a lot of zoos nowadays have, like, the apes, like, right there behind glass, so you could, like, sit next to them and be like, selfies. So yeah, they are, like, always, like, if you ever lock eyes with a monkey, that starts to freak you out. They're like, that's a person. It's a person. That's a person. Right, Fedrin?
No.
I seen you.
You seen me?
Yep.
Oh. I was trying to be sneaky and think of a good thing to say, but I didn't think of any good things. How's it going?
Going well. Going
That's
well.
Good. Good.
Talking about monkeys.
Yeah, apparently. I don't... I mean, I guess I've probably seen monkeys, like, at a zoo at some point in my life, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they are. It's like a uncanny valley thing, but they're real.
Mm-hmm.
Small badge, thanks for the 20. To Direct Relief. the like basically the chimpanzee or the gorilla enclosure.
I'm trying to remember. Like,
There's been a few. I know the one in Phoenix I went to quite a few times, and they had, I think both the chimps and the gorillas had that like floor level glass, so you're just like separated from them. So like, oh, there's a big silverback like sitting up against the glass, so you could like really compare like how huge they are compared to you and stuff like that. Or if there's always little baby monkeys being made, being produced, and there's always a big brouhaha at the zoo about like, oops, see the baby monkey. I'm pretty sure the one here in Seattle has like a enclosure that you can stand next to them and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. So many zoos get mixed together.
I honestly can't remember. I know there's like a picture of me as a child riding a camel. I'm assuming that was at some kind of zoo.
The petting zoo area.
I don't know.
The children's zone.
Like I know I went to a zoo when I was in Korea, but like I don't remember. I know that they're like there's a fair that happens once a year where I grew up, and they would have like a barn with like snakes and stuff. I guess that's kind of like a zoo, right?
The old snake barn.
Right?
At the Phoenix Zoo, they had the prairie dogs. I think they were just prairie dogs or some sort of similar thing. They would have... They weren't really in an enclosure. They were like in like a open air kind of enclosure that like you could just watch, and you could start, if you like stared there long enough, you could see their little social kind of actions that they like let out little peeps, and then like everyone who's their friend would peep back at them. And meerkats? I don't think these were meerkats. I think these were actual like prairie dog type things. And they would like greet each other by like biting each other's teeth. And it looked like a kiss. Aw. But like that's how they would like know who their friends are and stuff.
I've definitely been to aquariums though. Aquariums I've hella been to.
Down with the aquariums.
I'm down with the aquariums. Well, and usually they also have like some kind of area for like frogs and snakes and stuff too. So.
True. Seattle even have an aquarium? I'm trying to think. If they do, it's not much to do for, because I don't hear about anybody talking about it or anything.
Yeah. I know there's one in Vancouver. Maybe they just go there if they're like, I want to go to an aquarium and also cross the border.
Seattle has... What?
What?
No, the Gardak said Seattle has TOI. I don't know if that's a misspelling or an acronym for whatever the aquarium is.
TOI.
Seattle has two.
Restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of things about a restaurant. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
When I started
one
typing,
that's on the waterfront. Yeah.
when I started typing Seattle TOI, everything that came up was Seattle toilet seat,
The old Seattle toilet.
Seattle toilet rebate, Seattle toilet history. So I don't know what the TOI is. Maybe it's the TOL. I don't know.
Seattle.
I've also ridden a cow, but that was not that was just at a person's house.
Just ride a cow.
Yeah, it was like literally, it was just one of those things where it's like, here you go, get on.
We got a cow, you can ride it.
Yeah, it's the bargain basement horses.
I went to the Monterey Aquarium, which is supposed to be like one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And like Chicago obviously has the Shed Aquarium.
Obviously.
Obviously, I mean, geez, everybody knows that.
Sorry, I live with somebody who always says obviously to things that I have no idea what they're talking about. So I just, whenever they say obviously, I just repeat it like, yeah, I totally knew what you were talking about. Especially when it's like computer related stuff, like obviously all of these numbers and words that you've never heard of. And I'm like,
Obviously, the floating point precision is based on
right.
the binary number of the coordinate.
And I'm like, yeah, obviously. I guess, like, other than cars, do you have any, well, I guess Minecraft too, but do you have anything like that where there's something you know way too much about, and anytime it comes up, like, people are like, they're just their eyes glaze over because you know, like, way too much jargon?
I honestly don't know that much cars stuff. I'm very much learning. That's how when like
It's more
on
than
the
me.
podcast when Cone and ZK started going off on their, well, you can
Mhm.
tell it's this because it's this 3.2 liter because this that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
obviously, clearly that I knew
Yeah.
that too. I just wanted to let you say it.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you knew what it
Yeah.
was. Just, making sure, just testing you here.
Probably space stuff,
Oh, yeah.
astronomy, even like space flight
That's true.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we're not flying the space shuttle anymore.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't know that
I
I have any, like, I'm not like an expert. I have a lot of
well,
interests, but I don't think I'm an expert in
mm,
very many
mhm.
specific things.
Yeah. I do this thing where I get really into something for like 2 months and then I never do it again or
Hmm.
like never like think about it again.
Right.
So like I'll get like all of this knowledge and then I'll just immediately like it starts decaying. Like I start losing knowledge and being less knowledgeable
It just
and
starts
so then
leaking.
well, well, like mechanical keyboards, I know, a reasonable amount about that, or like fountain pens or, like just there's a couple things that I know a lot about. But someone will be like, "Oh yeah, have you seen the new this?" And I'm like, my knowledge is only about this specific period of time and I
Right,
have
yeah.
not seen
I got out
anything
of the
new
game.
then. Yeah, yeah.
I was very much that way about, like, digital cameras, and that's how I got a
Mhm.
job at Circuit City in the digital camera department because I had like just
Mhm.
researched and bought one, so I knew everything there was. But
Mhm.
like now, I.
Mhm. Mhm. I did like a photography class in college, but I don't think I remember anything from that. Like most schooling.
Like most schooling, yes.
Mm, mm. Has anything of excitement happened so far today?
Well, no, we just pretty much just started. I think I started 40 minutes ago.
Hmm.
So nothing much. We're
Mm.
we tried to feed Wolfie a cooked fish, and apparently wolves don't eat that, so I ate it accidentally with no
Mhm.
effect because I already had full health.
Mhm.
Um, and now I think we've passed that threshold where animals aren't spawning anymore.
Uh-oh.
Although I need more pigs for Wolfie.
So you need to like
He's being a
save and
yeah. I need to save
do
and
stuff again.
reload it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever find yourself in the market for a fountain pen.
A fountain pen.
I'm totally up for having conversations about that.
I'm constantly looking for a pen that works. Because I have, like, hundreds of them. They're just nowhere accessible.
no.
Or they're all, like, I've not used them, so they're all
Yeah.
dried up ballpoint crap
Yeah.
pens.
Yeah.
That's my problem with,
Probably.
like, buying a fancy pen or nice sunglasses.
Yeah,
I'm like, I know I'll
exactly. I
lose
was
it.
gonna
I'll know I'll
say.
lose it.
Yeah, probably not the best. Yeah, not great to just leave a fountain pen and have it all dry out and stuff. 'Cause that's definitely a thing you can do. Still.
My boat. Come back.
They still do the explodey thing in that version, right?
Yes, I've had a few hair trigger ones the last couple days where I've like gotten out and it's shot away and glanced.
No, I thought you were doing that on purpose.
Well, I tend to get out so that Wolfie doesn't spawn in me in a boat because then I take damage. But then also it shoots away and then like I don't purposefully break them. It's just happens.
I thought it was just swag.
Swag?
Yeah, swag. You know, just like meow.
Neom. The old Neom swag.
Meow swag. What? Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
Oh, maybe that guy. I just got attacked by a slime in a situation that I did not expect to get attacked by a slime. But I think it might have just come back through the portal. Because they keep going into the nether.
Portal slimes.
Yeah, so the worst part is too, I went to my base to go do something, and in the nether tunnel, there was 2 huge slimes just taking up the entire hallway, and I couldn't get past them. I'm like, are you kidding me, you guys? Apparently, slime chunks are like 10% of all chunks, at least in this version. So it's, yeah, there's a lot. Especially when you do a lot of underground things. Oh no. Alright, well.
I don't know if I've ever seen a slime in Farlands or Bust, obviously.
Do they exist?
I think so, but they are extremely rare. Because they don't spawn on the surface, but they still have to spawn in a slime chunk.
Yeah, so they're before
Yep.
below Y40, I think, right?
Something. I don't even know that much about Minecraft. Or even specifically this version of Minecraft. People ask me, what's the rarity of the golden apple?
Oh, I don't know what that is. I'm sure somebody in my chat knows.
Can a dog eat fish? Well, now we know.
I'm gonna take those out. Oh no. Do I exist? I don't know if I exist right now. Nope, I don't exist.
You heard it here first. Doesn't exist. Below Y16 for release 1.0. And then I'm also saying below Y40. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's a quandary and a question. Indeed. 222 viewers. Make a wish.
I was trying to answer fountain pen questions in my chat and not overflow you with fountain pen information.
When you say fountain pen, like ones you have to dip into ink or ones that are pre-charged?
No. Yeah, the dip pens are different than fountain pens,
Ah,
but the fountain pen basically just means like that. You know that I don't know if you know. You know the tip of a pen with like metal with a slit in the middle?
yes.
Yeah, that's a fountain pen.
Right, that's, yeah, what I would imagine.
Generally, I mean that can also be a dip pen, but I don't know really what. Anyways, a lot of them are like plastic and stuff. I don't use like any of the retro ones. I buy a lot of new ones, but it's one of those things where it's kind of a shame because when fountain pen like when normal pens that we know, started getting invented, like ballpoint pens and stuff like that. I don't really know the history of how that all went, but like when we started moving away from fountain pens historically, basically a lot of like knowledge was lost because they're like, oh, screw this, we're not doing this anymore ever again. So like basically there are a lot of people who like swear by a lot of like retro or like antique pens basically because they have like a better nib or like just better construction. And like to this day it's like there's people still trying to like recreate or like figure out how people made like stuff the way they did because like a lot of that information wasn't lost. And then now it's like because it's such a niche thing, like there's still hundreds of thousands of people who use nib pens and dip pens and fountain pens, but like there just isn't like the money or the like the it isn't something everybody in the world uses anymore.
Well, there isn't a wide market.
Yeah, there isn't a huge market, which means there also isn't like people getting like grandfathered into like, okay, so this is how you make this and this is how you do, like, so just a lot of the expertise, a lot of the time, a lot of the money was just completely lost. So like they're basically trying to reinvent the wheel, or at least the fountain pen, and like figure out how the old ones were made and like try to make them as good as those ones used to be.
Reinvent the nib. That's the
It's
title of
just
the documentary.
yeah, like it's just weird to think of stuff like that and be like, wait, like shouldn't we already know how to do that? We already learned how to do that. And it's like we learned and then we forgot because we're like, we don't need to know how this works anymore. And then yeah, so then you've got all these people trying to it's like a lot of the other kind of industries where people are like, I'm gonna make this old recipe of like beer that's never been made in like 400 years. And it's like, oh, this is a thing that's obsolete but also like there's value in it.
Trying
For
to
a lot of
think.
people something what.
No, I was trying to think of like if there's any. I'm sure there are. I just can't think of them. Like any other disciplines where that's
Mm-hmm.
similar.
Well, like sword making.
Sword making.
Yeah,
True.
like there's only I can't remember how many, but like a lot of people think like, oh, like Japanese like swords and stuff, right? Like those are just a thing and they just exist. But it's like there's only a certain amount. I think there's like less than 10 probably now. People who can actually like fold like Japanese swords in a certain historical way. Like there's a bunch of different ways and stuff, but like there's certain techniques that are just so skilled and so like it takes you like 10 years to even get to that point to try to do it, and then just over time it's like, well, it's not important anymore, it's not something we need for everyday life. So and then the people
Right.
that know how to do it die and they don't pass it on to their especially the way things are nowadays, most people don't, well, not most people, but a lot of people don't like go and work with their parents and learn what their parents do. They go work at Subway or whatever. You don't have that same kind of passing down of knowledge anymore. You just go look on Wikipedia. That'll have everything you need.
We have an 18 pumpkin patch. Not the biggest we've seen,
Ooh.
but significant. Yeah, people are saying stuff in like typesetting. True, but I think the like replacement of that is like better. I feel like with like sword making and things like that, there's certain things that have been replaced, but the old way, quote unquote, is still the superior way, and that's the sort of thing. Like film photography. Like when I took photography in college, it was black and white photography, and we had to develop and print our own from our own film and stuff. But unless you find a specific class that specifies this is about film photography, you're gonna end up with digital.
Yeah.
Digital can be as good or better, but it's like a different, just like there's filmmakers who still prefer to make movies on film as opposed to digitally.
But yeah, it's interesting, that kind of stuff. Or even, like if you watch like historical documentaries or, recreations or whatever, where they talk about like, oh, this is all the stuff that like people would like they would know and do and like use. And it's like, whoa, like a lot of stuff when you like read about it or think about it in school, it's like, oh, well, they didn't know how to read and they didn't know how to do this. And, they just, all they did was farm or something. And then you look at it and it's like, actually, like they made their own medicine, like they had all of these like incredibly like skilled, things that they knew how to do. It just isn't the same as what we, take for granted.
They can churn a mean stick of butter.
Right? Like how many people these days would be like, oh yeah, I can make, bread and pastry and, like all these things like without a recipe, I'm having some severe issues.
With modern Minecraft?
Yeah, I don't know
Never.
if I'm having like a connection issue or if the server's having a connection issue or what. Oh my goodness, please.
I've been playing Minecraft lately, and I get block lag in single player. And I don't know what this world has come to, MC Gamer says.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is something
Yeah.
I noticed when they switched that over to have them both single player and multiplayer basically be running a local server. That some of the scenarios that were only found in multiplayer would end up having to happen in single player.
Well, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Minecraft server has been behaving incredibly well, considering how bad 1.14 has been, like for servers in general. So I can't really complain there. That's why I'm confused, because usually the only reason I would have an issue this bad is usually if I had like Team on in the background and it was downloading like a huge file. Like that's why I'm like, I don't think it's my I mean, obviously it looks like I'm having a connection issue, but I don't know why.
Enyon, thank you for the 1046 to direct relief. Do you mind that I'm saying these alerts? Because I know you're streaming too, right?
Dude, I'm
Okay.
talking about my connection issues. You're doing FLoB-A-THON. It's fine. I'm the one who's being weird and taking up your time.
We're at $31,222.22. I feel like that was a specific amount Enyon donated.
Oh, the Tim has been brought into action. Just a sec.
Many a two. Could even say 5 twos. Tomorrow, Saturday, tomorrow is the final day of FLoB-A-THON, and when I will be pressing F3. Like I said, I'm gonna do my damnedest to time it so that I'm pressing F3 maybe like an hour before the current time, just so that I can that's like about midnight-ish UK, between like 11 and midnight UK time, just so that like some Europeans are able to catch it, but then also catch the holiday weekend goers here before they head off for their Labor Day situations.
You said like 11 and midnight? you think?
Yeah, like right about like now.
Oh,
But
okay.
tomorrow is when I'm
Cool.
planning on pressing F3. That's the plan. F3 hype.
F3 hype. So you got the sub what's the word I'm looking for? You hit a goal, right? Recently-ish, maybe?
For subs?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 500
You're
sub
saying the
goal
Stardew thing, right?
was to play
Yeah.
Stardew, yes.
Oh, do you have any new emote ideas?
This is not the first, nor like the 8th time I've
Mhm.
hit 500 subscribers.
Mhm.
So I would need to get 900 subscribers to unlock
Oh
another
my
emote.
goodness.
So yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, next month, you mentioned Subway. Next month is September. And this
I
year,
actually can't believe that that's like Subway related.
yeah, sponsored by Subway.
Sponsored by Subway.
So I think the deal is starting the 3rd, September 3rd.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's weird that they don't start it on the 1st, but like September 3rd is it half off?
But only for new subscribers,
Right, new
not
first month
returning.
subscribers.
Yeah.
But like
Which always is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but like if you're new to Twitch and you've never subscribed to
Yeah.
anybody, then you can subscribe to
Yeah.
10 channels
Yeah.
at half off, and the channel still gets full share.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Oh
before.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. But it just, I don't know. I feel like it would be cool if they, actually incentivized or, what's the word I'm looking for? When you give somebody something for doing something good.
I incentivize. That's to incentive them.
It's also like, it's not quite the word I'm looking for, but yeah, like like the people that actually have been long time.
Oh, right. Yeah, kind of
Like
reward
people that have
or
been on the site for years and have been like paying their bills for years.
right.
Like why is it only for new people? But oh well.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And I feel like December is usually when they do some sort of gift sub discount or that, and that's honestly usually even more fruititious for streamers than, because yeah, there's not that many people who are first-time subscribers who are already not subscribed, right?
I may or may not steal your idea and try to do some kind of sub goal thing with like an actual reward at the end, but I don't know what.
Head over
Like,
to
kind of
Fedrins for
things.
actual rewards.
No,
Instead
no,
of
I
these
mean,
make-believe.
that's what I mean is I like your idea of having like a specific reward for a specific goal instead of just like having goals and also having like, punishments or whatever. Like,
Right. Well, I kind
I
of
don't
probably
know.
stole this a bit from other channels I watch, like Justin did one where he did like VR or something like that at a certain amount to play the game.
Yeah, it's not, but yeah.
There are no new ideas.
Exactly. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. They've also got that food fight thing going on right now, right? But only the most popular emote is gonna get kept at the end.
I have no idea. Oh, is that
Oh.
what when people cheer and then they get
Yeah.
in chat you get unlocked rewards or something? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
even saw or looked up what that was about.
Oh. Yeah, it's like a food fight thing, and there's like 32 emotes or something that you can unlock, and basically you can only like, 'cause some of these events like you get to keep the emotes at the end, but with this event you only get to keep one emote at the end if you unlock all 34 emotes. Oh, 35 emotes, yeah. And I guess the one that is used the most over the entire month or whatever is going to be the most popular one, and that's the one that everybody gets to keep if they unlock 35 emotes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very like,
Confusing.
okay.
All right, I'm going to sleep, back up the world. I'm not going
Alright.
anywhere, but
Okay.
just making everybody known.
Mm-hmm.
Etc. Oh, Juno heard that. Like, oh, you're
Uh-oh.
done?
Oh! Walkies?
Yeah. All right. Lands a bust. Copy. Paste. Time to do some backup. Now there will be some pigs hopefully around, or animals spawning.
Mm.
I think somebody... What did Cone say? There's bit matching as well as part of the September.
Oh, yeah. Like, you had an extra 10%.
Oh, yeah. The
I don't
boner,
even
boner,
see
boner bits is what I call
boner bits.
them.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm having some weird lag issues. I think it's weather related. I think it's because of the storms and stuff everywhere.
Global warming. I think they said, like, I don't know what Subway's involvement is. I thought, like, Subway, like, launched a channel and they're going to use it to, like,
Subway also
subscribe
did
to...
launch a channel. And yeah, they're gonna gift subs for something. I don't know what or where
Yeah,
or how
I didn't
that,
quite get
what even
that.
that is. I don't know.
Oh, how did I miss? Somebody gave a 622 donation. To Direct Relief, thank you. Someone named... Did someone say twos? And then Adam literally just now donated 20 bucks to Direct Relief.
$20.
Thank you very much. Adam, much appreciated. I'm getting pop-ups now in my web browser from Comcast telling me that I've reached 90% of my limit.
Oh, no.
I hate... Like, I know. I really hate that they decide to hijack my DNS to deliver me pop-ups over my websites.
Actually, uh, Tim and I started watching Futurama because it just came up on like one of the things that we pay for. And we just watched the one where they have commercials in your dreams.
Hmm.
And that sounds very related.
What's the limit? 1 terabyte. And then it's $10 for every 50 gigabytes over that you go.
Hmm.
Or you could pay just an additional $50 a month for unlimited.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Bums.
bums.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the unlimited is unlimited. It doesn't cost them an extra penny to deliver more than 1 terabyte to your house. It's just money grabs. Hey, wait a minute. This thing,
What?
we're running out of splash screens. I keep getting the same ones over and over and over again.
Oh.
I'm loading the game too much.
Yes. Well, I mean, you're playing a lot more than normal, right?
Oh yeah, so much more. And right now the world save file is at 28,777.8 megabytes.
How many like backups do you have of the like current world? Do you have it in like 3 different, like 7 different places just in case?
Well, like every backup I'm making just one backup on a
Mm-hmm.
separate hard drive as I'm playing. But then yes,
Mm-hmm.
I have like a network attached storage. But then I also, and one of the reasons why my bandwidth is so high is because
Mm.
I had to restart my offsite cloud backup service,
Mm-hmm.
which wants to upload everything all at once, all like 7 terabytes of my data. So I had to like disable it after the first week because I'm like, all right, I
Mm.
can't keep doing that because it's going to cost me an extra $200 from Comcast. All right. Woof. Continuing on.
Or
Woof.
do you know any other language sounds for barking?
Language sounds?
Yeah, like other language sounds.
Ooh, that's a creeper. Other sounds like from other languages that
Like the
woof?
word like for dog noise in
Mhm.
another language.
No.
Oh.
Do you?
I think I only know one, and that would be Japanese,
What is it?
which is usually from what I've seen, it's WAN, like one, one.
Is that how it's pronounced as well?
Yes,
That's
from
strange
what I
because
understand.
dogs always like say woof.
Don't sound. I know, right? Well, and like cats is NYAN, which is where you get like the nyan cat from. Like that's nyan. That's supposed to be the noise they make.
Mm.
But like we think of it as meow and like woof or bark or like woof. I said that already.
Yes, woof bark or woof
Yeah.
or bark.
But like there's a couple sounds, but like I don't know, like just different. Is it onomatopoeia? Is that what the word is for sound words?
I think so. Yeah, a sound that is spelled out into a word. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Wolfie, let's get your health back up here. Inventory. Oi, oi, stop bouncing around. Oh, I just ate that, dang it.
What happened?
I couldn't, Wolfie was bouncing around, I was trying to feed him food, and I missed, so I ate it. I ate a bone.
Oh.
Just like the comic.
Gotta find more pigs.
Is there a creeper around here somewhere? I'm going the wrong way, too.
What is this? Oh, mimetic. That's another. What is mimetic?
Mimetic? That might be like Zoom or like in a comic. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to like understand what the actual word means specifically and what's different from onomatopoeia. But one of my favorite Japanese mimetic words, I guess, is fuwa fuwa.
Hua hua?
Fuwa fuwa.
Hua.
Yeah, fua fua.
What's that?
It means fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah. So like fua fua is very fluffy. But it sounds fluffy, doesn't it?
True. Like it's the sound
Yeah.
if you were like petting a very fluffy white dog.
Right? Like it's not the sound of the sound it would make, but it's the word itself sounds like
Right.
what the word is, you know? Yeah. So it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I like those words. I think Japanese does a lot of those words. And I think it's really interesting.
Now there's like so many pigs.
Oh, good. I mean, you need them.
Yeah, I'm full up on pigs.
Oh, you're full on pigs. I thought you just ate one.
I did just accidentally eat one. I'm both full and now my inventory is full.
Oh. Do you still carry fishes?
No, I accidentally ate the fish when I tried to feed it to Wolfie as well.
Mm-hmm.
What's the 2 netherrack for? I got it back on episode 300. 200? 200 or 300. One of the two. When I went to the nether. For the first and last time.
Hmm.
I also got glowstone, which I made that season's F3 monument out of.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been kind of just carrying around the netherrack. I should probably ditch it in this season's 200, episode 200. Because it's kind of like, it's neat, and it's like a momentum? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, memento.
Memento! I said momentum. That was wrong. Memento.
Oh, momentum. Yeah, no. Memento, yeah. Very close.
Mentos. Fresh maker.
Mm-mm. I don't know if I've ever had a Mentos.
Pretty sure I have. They're more candy than they are mints.
Hmm.
They're like soft candy.
I think of like
Mints
I
are
don't know, I've never
candy?
been.
Not necessarily. There's like actual breath specific mints. Like the ones that come in the tin thing, the tin can, the tin container. Little tiny ones.
Mm-hmm.
Altoids, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's something I've never had either. Not a big fan of mint, like as that kind of mint. I love mint tea and stuff like that, but not like the kind of really strong gum mint and stuff.
Ooh. And then there's things like thin mints, which are cookies.
Yeah, yeah. I like mint related to chocolate much more. For sure.
Little mints you get at Olive Garden. Not to be confused with the butter cubes. Little butter, foil-covered butter things. Not saying I ever confused them, but I'm just saying not to be confused.
Oh no. Oh no. Definite issues here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
Like
Oh no.
dying related issues?
No, like just like I opened a chest and then I left the area after taking something out of the chest, and then in the new area the chest thing popped open
Hmm.
and I still didn't have the item from the chest, and then I took the item out of the chest in a different area, and then I placed like blocks, and then like I placed one scaffolding and then another scaffolding on top, and then the top scaffolding stayed but the bottom scaffolding disappeared. And then I got kicked from the server. So
Oh,
obviously it was
yes.
all in my head.
Let's see. Gotta brace, brace, brace. Ooh.
Uh, like one of those technical difficulty songs.
I have one of those. Or I used to have one of those when I actually bothered editing YouTube videos.
Hmm.
Oh,
Right.
I remember I ditched all my dirt because my inventory was full. Need
Oh
it.
no.
I need it to make
Yeah,
the elevated hiding hole.
you do need that. That's kind of important. Not like it's unfindable or anything, but
True, I am and was standing on a large pile of it, so it's good.
mm-hmm.
This is a oh. Oh, buddy. Okay. No. Oh, hey. Okay. Creepers. Creeper spawned. That's fine. We're good. I was gonna check out that floating gravel, but it's okay. Run away.
You all right?
I'm fine. I'm good. We'll spook. Something to keep the blood pressure elevated.
Mm-hmm.
A spider. Here's a question. Oh, he mad at me now, I think, though. Oh, I pulled him towards myself. Alright, that's fine. Alright. Fishing rods can attach to mobs, and it makes them angry if you do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Hmm. Hmm.
True, yeah, it didn't make Wolfie attack him, so it must not be like a direct. Like it must act as though like it's like environmental damage to the mob as opposed to player causing the damage.
Hmm.
Thank you, Crevone, for $20 to Direct Relief. $20 for the MLG Dirt Placement move. The second time I've done it this FLoB-A-THON. Got skills.
What'd you do?
Falling down from 4 blocks, which would normally
Uh,
give me damage, but
Yeah.
place a block right at the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Quick! Smooth! Got them skills. When do you press F3 on Saturday? Like what time it is right now? Like subtract an hour, and that'll be what I'm aiming for tomorrow, pressing F3.
Do you have any specific guests you're gonna try and get to join you, or are you just kind of winging it?
I've just wung it. That's something I was saying, how I used to like send out email invites and like set up a separate channels, and I'm just taking it stress-free, chill, and really like Mindcrack is the biggest group of pretty much all the people I know. So that's why I'm just hanging out in here.
So it's not weird that I've just been like creeping on you?
No, not at all. No. It's totally fine.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's just, just don't get to hang out that often.
This is true.
And on that note, I'm probably gonna have to leave you because my internet is not having happiness.
The system is down. Probably pretty late for you too, isn't it?
It's after my normal ending time. It's almost 12:30.
Well, I do appreciate you joining.
I might have to see if there's some other kind of game that we could do together at some point in the future.
Yes.
That might be fun.
That sounds good.
Not to put you on the spot by saying it in a public forum or anything like that. No pressure.
There's now it's a contract.
Yeah.
People will remember.
No. There is no promises, people. This is just a general maybe kind of thing.
Yes. The invite is out there between both of us.
It's in the ether. But have fun.
Thanks.
I hope somebody else comes and harasses you soon.
I am open for harassment.
All right.
You have a good night and good luck. Hopefully the internet fixes itself before you stream tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Have fun, be safe.
Thanks. Bye. Did the jittering double? It did not. As you can see, still 2 texture pixels off. It'll be noticeable. And we have had some calculations, estimations, that we're actually not going to surpass the floating point border, I guess we can call it, this season. There simply hasn't been enough episodes, enough walking to warrant it. But I don't know. Who are we to know? I am surprised how much like space. Oh jeez, this is gonna hurt Wolfie. How many megabytes we've been adding. Jimmy-o! Bath Bomb, 10. Count 'em, 10 new subs in the tub. Thank you very much. Jimmy-o. Oh, gonna get all the way up to 550. Nice. A nice number. Nice round sounding number. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
Lisa needs braces.
Boodle-boop.
Dental plan.
And a Fed raid. Welcome, Fed raiders. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your stream despite the laggy stuff you all had to deal with on the server, but much appreciated, and thank you once again for joining me. Keeping us company on this here journey. Okay, that one got him. Yeah, yes, I have been pushing it to like 6-hour days the last 2 days. That's too much. I'm feeling it today. Feeling it. Like even just like in my arms,
Lisa needs braces.
holding W. Keeping my hands on the keyboard. Life-size teddy bear. Thank you for joining
Lisa needs braces.
the sub-tub. And the 9RTYT. 9 months in the sub-tub. Much appreciated. Welcome back. I don't know why I'm doing this instead of using a boat, but... Oh, see, I'm very sorry. This is not... I mean, whatever. It's a yawn. Yawn. Thank you, Kaylee. Getting the donate link in the chat. To direct relief. Now I'm out of dang dirt again. I feel like you came across more or less water than last season? I don't know. Don't think that's anything I've even like been able to pay attention to. I mean, it's all so random, which is a hallmark of this version of the game. Is there's no like ocean biomes, you know. There can be some pretty significant stretches of water. There can be some pretty significant stretches of snow biomes. This FLoB-A-THON we've had up until today, but some pretty consistently just like very cool mountain cliffside range sort of stuff going on that I felt like was more frequent than previous experience. But yeah, it's so random, it's hard to say. be weird if this was a spawner. But that bump right there. Is giving me a suspicion. It is! Oh, that's, This one's gonna be tough. I see the bump. This one technically is against the law. Because I didn't see it. I only presumed there was one. Whoa, hi. How am I gonna do this without... Oh, they could actually get up here if they wanted to. Let's... stop that from happening. Loud zombies. Loud noises. At least we'll break up some of the monotony here. I mean, I could bury them. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Party! Party going on. A party going on right here. Yay, we did it. All right, what do we got? What's the prize? Got one box. Iron, that's good because we just made a new pickaxe. String. Oh, string does spawn. I never like thought there would be any use to it. Is that the other one? Yeah, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. It's only one? It is. It's only a one chest spawner. What a ripoff. What an absolute bamboozlery. I've never. Well, it's actually quite frequently. Alright. First spawner of the day. Kind of a bummer of one, but we did it. How rude. You missed a donation. Oh yeah, I certainly did. Thank you very much. The woofs. That is quite possibly the most terrible alert I could have chosen. Bowstripe. Thank you very much. $27.56, getting us to $31,301. Have you looked into the upcoming MMO Last Oasis? Last Oasis? This is the first I've heard of it. So no. I'm not... Ooh, skeleton. I'm not into MMOs. MMORPG. And LMNOPs. So many zombies and skeletons and stuff. What's going on? What a haunted place is this? Is that a... That's a chicken. So no. I've never even heard of it. What is it? Why would you think I'd be interested in it? What's the draw? What's the big idea? Gay Giggle. Thank you for $20. $31321. $20 with the hurricane coming up on the coast. It begs the question: do you prefer rainy or sunny weather? I definitely prefer sunny weather, but that does not mean I prefer hot weather. Hot weather can be uncomfortable and can prevent being able to do things outside. Living in Phoenix for a few years certainly is literally a glaring example of that. Then again, living in Seattle, the continual months-long slog of the fall, winter, spring, rainy, cloudy, no sun, drizzle, not even like a storm or anything exciting. That gets tired as well. That gets very tired as well. It is nice that it doesn't get humid. I say this as yesterday and today it's unusually humid here in the Seattle area. But it doesn't get like Chicago humid or Florida humid. It has none of that Gulf Coast humidity. Or Gulf humidity, I guess it's the humidity from the Gulf that finds its way up to Chicago, too. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's tough to say. Too much of anything, I think, is what I would get sick of, which is why living in LA, I wouldn't enjoy that. Obviously, it's LA, but also, like, just like the sunny, nice weather all the time. Just like, is there anything else? Just like, Phoenix was nice, but it was always so nice and so dry that it was almost refreshing when it got to 118 degrees, because it's like, oh, this is neat. This doesn't happen everywhere. But then, of course, then you realize you can't do a dang thing without death happening. Variety. Spice is the spice of life. My aunt lives in Phoenix, and every time I visit her, I get heat stroke. Yeah, well, you got to visit in the right time. Basically, if you visit between, you should visit between like November and March. Well, that's the good time. Any other time, and you're flirting with triple-digit temperatures. But it's a dry heat. Of course, the unfortunate thing there is that everybody else visit and lives in Phoenix between November and March. And that's when it's crowded there. Oh, what? You weren't even close! You were a mile away! Dangus? You dang dingleberry? Oh, dang it. Oh, I only brought the perfect amount. Well, it's happened now. Can't sleep on the compass. You know what? I should. The thing is I normally get all my dirt from making, whoa, end of the episode hidey holes. I'm not doing that. So I'm actually running out of dirt. Boop 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 boop. I don't know why I have the Mario theme in my brain. Shroom. What would be worse? The militarization of space or the capitalization of space? Well, you can capitalize it. Space, capital S. It can be a proper noun if it wants to be. Oh, yeah, we're in palindrome. We're in palindrome mode. 31,343 and 13 cents. 3134313. I would say the militarization of space. Capitalization, which I assume you mean like industrialization, would potentially spur development and exploration. Spooky noises. It, of course, has its own drawbacks as well, but as of right now, we really don't have a good reason. I say that as somebody who thinks science is a good reason, but the population and society, and specifically governments representing them, don't see that as a good enough reason to put money into it. We went to the moon because of militarization, competition, nationalism, that sort of stuff. Even though what we did there didn't end up being military exercises. Also, are you keeping track of animals, Froost? No, there's a chicken. There's a singular chicken. There was like one more spawn available in a chunk, and it chose here. This is the chicken's domain. Cheese. Pallet Hands. Ah, thank you very much, Pallet Hands, for the $72.79 donation, getting us to pie. The triple pie hole. 3141592. We did it, everybody. We did it. Speaking of pie, do you have a favorite pie? Favorite questions. Man, pumpkin pie is a delicacy. I like a good pumpkin pie because it's simple. Hey, what did you get rid of my boat for? A little bit of Cool Whip right on the top. It's good cold or warm. It's good stuff. I don't know if cheesecake to me is pie. Because it's the same thing as pumpkin pie, but then it's just cheesecake instead of the pumpkin. You can also have a cheesecake, a pumpkin-flavored cheesecake. I mean, like, I also like apple pie. There's not many other pies between apple, pumpkin. Not a big cherry. It's too much cherry, too much tartness. And the same goes for any sort of other berry, raspberry. I'm not a big fan of lime. Like, I like lime, but only like as an accent, and not necessarily like the primary flavor. Like, squeeze some lime on your tacos, or in your Thai food or whatever. Or squeeze some in your drink, your iced tea or whatever. But like, this entire thing is lime is just too much for me. Yeah, I haven't honestly explored. Like, you go to bakeries and stuff, and you have all the different pies in the glass display, and I'll tell you, 80% of them I never had. But with your key limes, your like a banana one too or something, your berries, peaches, peach cobblers, your cobblers, cobblers. He's losing his mind. Yeah, and of course the vast majority of these are not gluten-free. The only gluten-free pies I've been able to consistently find are at Whole Foods, and it's around the Thanksgiving time when it's pumpkin and apple, and like cheesecake you can find as gluten-free. Any others I feel like I'd have to make myself. Lemon meringue. You forgot like a U or two. Yeah, same thing with lemon and lime. It's too much. Too much. Pecan pie. Have I had a pecan pie? I don't think I have. That one I might like, honestly. It's a bit more of a subdued flavor, like pumpkin, than, say, a berry. It's magically delicious. Oh, there's some sheep over there, so we haven't reached the limit of spawns. Cone dodger, get out. Pumpkin pie is gross. Gross. I declare you've had the wrong pumpkin pies. Chocolate chess pie? Listen, if that's something he gets into with his Tinder friends, that's not part of this conversation. Pumpkins are meant to be looked at. My girlfriend is growing pumpkins in her backyard. We bought some seeds, and like they're sprouting up. Hopefully, there's enough time for them to be made, like be pumpkinified before Halloween. She wants to do the thing where you cut off all the flowers except for one so that it gets all the nutrients and becomes the most massive. You need a forklift. You can buy pumpkin seeds, Cone Dodger, like pre-salted and baked in a bag. Pumpkin seeds. But yeah, they're good. But yeah, they are not. I'm not much of a seed person or nut person even. Can you make a pumpkin pie? No. I think we discovered that because I was like, what can you make that we haven't made? And the cake was the thing, but pumpkin pie didn't exist. Do I have a bed? Oh god, I don't have a bed. Woof. Oh, what? Need a torch. Bloink. Oh, a pig. There's a pig right here. Look at this pig. This pig gets to live because we have too many pork chops. Hello. Pizza pie. So I went out and had pizza yesterday. It was salty. It was good, but very salty. Like the last few times, because I went for Greek food the night over the weekend, and that was like, it's the kind of salty that like you wake up and you're like in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. and it's like all you do is taste salt. Need to eat healthy. Less sodium, less processed. Pies have to be covered. What are the rules? I think pies have to be in a crust and then served usually in slice form. Crumbles are similar to pies, but are usually in a... It's like the difference between like an omelet and a scramble. Same stuff, but the preparation and delivery is different. It's like a pumpkin pie doesn't have a top. Oh, Wolfie, you idiot. Get out from under the boat. Ooh, excuse me. Blip. Of course, everybody in Europe thinks talking about pies means like savory pies. I hate that word, savory. Which is just silly. Madness. Not listen to someone who drives on the wrong side of the road. Doing fine, feeling fine. What would any stream be without food talk? Fragile, fragile boats. Hello. First time having ground turkey sauce? That's a lot of words. You mean like turkey... like a turkey-based meat in the pasta? Like instead of Italian sausage, it's turkey? Yeah, what the heck is turkey sauce? Yes, okay. Because I just picked up today at the grocery store Italian flavored ground chicken to try in pasta. Ground chicken. Way better than beef. Yeah, I don't like a beefy spaghetti sauce. Sausage, like a pork sausage. Italian sausage in spaghetti sauce, yes. But then again, that's very greasy, and I'm already feeling very salty from all the pizza and Greek food I've eaten, so I'm like looking for less oily, greasy, salty stuff. Hi, Severus! I'm stuck on Bertolli gluten-free pasta. Is there a better brand? Like you're stuck on it, like you don't like it, or it's good. I think it's fine. All I've tried and I'm scared. Honestly, we recently tried the garbanzo-based noodles. I think it's garbanzo. Or maybe it's, no, it's some other weird thing. They're in like a red package. Not garbanzo, it's, what is it? Somebody out there knows. Some other gluten-free type of pasta that isn't corn or rice. The rice pasta, I've not found. Is it chickpeas? I think it's chickpea. I think it's chickpea based. Yeah, that one. I've been seeing a lot of places lately, like at Safeway, and you got to make it out to a Sprouts. Sevidus. Sprouts. Very, very many and good gluten-free selections. Garbanzo is a chickpea? Listen, I don't need your sass. But yeah, we were kind of worried about that one, but it turned out to be good. I can't remember what we used it in, though. Probably a standard spaghetti situation. But no, I like the Bertolli. Any Safeway used to have their own gluten-free pasta that was corn-based that was like even better and cheaper, I feel, but they don't do that anymore. Sprouts sounds like a salad experience. It's more like a Trader Joe's, but not as pretentious as Trader Joe's. Another pig. See, we got animals. Weird, because we've been doing this stint for about an hour-ish now. Being gluten-free has been a real challenge. There's like the hurdle you need to get over is how much more expensive shit is. Bread, pizza, everything. But I feel like there is a substitute for everything out there. Like the Greek place we went to had gluten-free pitas. The place I wouldn't recommend because it was just otherwise kind of forgettable, but they had gluten-free pitas, so we had to try. Got a hero. Got a hero. There's gluten-free ice cream cones. I just picked up, we've been on a quest. It's hard to find gluten-free hot dog buns, but we found some, and then today I recently picked up some hot dogs and relish. Try to recreate a genuine Chicago hot dog experience at some point in the near future. Neither of us have grills, though, so that's going to be slightly disappointing. Relish in the memories, yes. Sweet relish is an abomination. See, I couldn't remember. I'm pretty sure it's sweet relish. I couldn't find the neon green stuff that Portillo's has, or Superdog usually has, but it's sweet relish. Because there was dill relish, but I'm like, that's just chopped up pickles. Gotta be sweet relish. Has it been 55 minutes since my last backup? There's a pig right there. We're getting consistent animals. Let me do one more elevated hidey hole and then we'll call it. Oh, that's it. Bloink. Continuing on. This is indeed Warp Speed Minecraft Beta 173, which is the last version that had the Farlands. So we never upgraded. We stuck to it. And wood. Could use some wood. I've been having some good avocado luck. It's avocado season, I believe. You can pick them up right from the store. I just started thinking about Sprouts, and they have good avocados. Yeah, there are a lot of animals. It could just be random. It could be that we're like surrounded by a lot of oceans, that the land chunk to spawnable animals ratio is right. Spasm, I get the question all the time. What are you going to do when you reach the Farlands? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, I know I'm going to walk to the Farlands and we'll press F3, but I don't know. Like, that is decades, at this rate, decades off. So it's not something I have any sort of plan for. Nor do I even think there's a need for a plan. I have really gotten myself in a situation that is making it difficult to proceed. Oh, jeez. Yep, we'll find out tomorrow when we press F3. It'll tell us how far we've walked. Good gravy, and goodness gracious. Oh, actually I could... Oh, no, wait, no, that just looks bad. All right. Oh, you're not going to be careful, are you? Oh, jeez. Nope. Oh, jeez. Easy. Oh, he got the water. Oh, Lord. Oh, good Lord. Please spawn down here or something. He did! Alright. Woo! And we made a nice fancy little waterfall in the process. A sheep! Weird. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, of what we were expecting. Yoink. Is the wolf part of the challenge? No, I mean, it's not even really a challenge. It's just a thing we're doing. It's just a thing we're up to. The wolf came along in episode 32. It's cool. So we're keeping him around. We've also not died ever in this world. So that's also not part of the challenge and could happen at any time. Well, that stuff is gone. But it's just a little neat thing. A little neat extra part of it. Ooh, excuse me. Pizza burp. Ah. Ooh, buddy. Doing fine. Feeling fine. Totally fine. I should drink more water. Maybe that's part of it, too. Eight years, Brian. 8 years. It takes 820 hours to get there in a super flat world, walking at the speed that the Minecraft character walks in this version. This obviously isn't a super flat world. We boat, we navigate, we sleep, we build. We deal with a clumsy dog. Do you still do any website design? Nope. I still have nightmares about working at that studio in my dreams, but no. And I just, like, my girlfriend just told me that there's no donate button visible if you're looking at the Far Lands or Bust website on a mobile device. I'm like, because Because that was about the time when everybody started getting smartphones, but I never learned or needed to make any mobile versions of sites, so I really never even figured out the best practices way to do that, so... Onion 3145678. Thank you very much. Broke the pie. You took a slice of the pie. Thank you very much, Onion, for donating to Direct Relief Charity. Oh, jeez. Oh, no damage, huh? Alright, let's there we go. Alright. This is gonna be a full break. I need to stretch. Need to slap myself a few times. Wake up. Bombings!
Good night.
Good. Whoa, that was weird the way she said that. Good night. Thank you very much for 26 months in the subtub. Much appreciated. It was very creepy. Peace again. Rain, everybody! Rain! This is the second rain we've had this FLoB-A-THON. Neat. Alright, let's go to sleep. End of weakness. Well, there weren't extra different sliders in the volume controls. Haunted! Just like that forest was that we left. There weren't extra sliders for different... Sorry, I'm like checking messages and things. As there are in the current versions of the game. For like weather and mobs and things. It was just a flat volume control.
Save tonight and fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Okay. Thank you very much, Onion. The $10 donation to Direct Relief. Oh, damn it. Saves. There it is. Alright. Gonna back up the world. I'm gonna take a break. Thanks for hanging out. And now I don't know if Sevidus is still in the room, but this next segment is brought to you by Banza! Banza chickpea-based pastas. This is the brand. See, it's kind of it's more of an orange box, I suppose. Rock Mage, thanks for those bits. Very much appreciated. Banza. 25 grams of protein, 13 grams of fiber, and less net carbs than your average standard pasta. Banza. Rigatoni, that's what this particular style is, made from chickpeas, also known as garbanzos, I've heard recently. Banza. Gluten-free, non-GMO, contains chickpeas, tapioca, pea protein, and xanthan gum. Also, I believe Seven has said Bertolli is the pasta he's stuck on. Barilla makes a wide variety of very good gluten-free pastas. Your spaghettis, your rigatonis, your spirally, and your twisty doodads, and your elbowy bendy boys. A whole style and selection, and even lasagna. You know, strips. I don't know what to call them. Thank you very much, Life-Size Teddy Bear, for the donation to Direct Relief. We're going to continue walking to the far lands.
Lisa needs braces.
And dang it, you people, stop using that thing that I can't get rid of with the Patreon. Stop it, I say. Cease and desist. Did somebody post that in the Patreon Discord or something? Yes, I got some nudes. Gorilla anti-LGBT though? I don't know. I don't know how a pasta could be. Company maybe, but Farlands are bust. Continuing. Did I back up the world? I most certainly did. Minecraft. Very fun. Ooh, 28,844.8 megabytes right now. And currently at 31,500 on the bust. On the dot. For Direct Relief charity. All right. Who's ready? Who's ready to continue? I don't know if or what, if we'll have any more guests or not. I don't want to do like an at everyone or at all in the Minecraft Discord. I hate it when that happens in other Discords and I have a notification thing. So it's out there. The word is out there. I don't want to pressure anybody or annoy anybody. Get your woofs. Woof. Is the word out there? Yeah, well, I mean, it's the first. It's what I wrote. It's the most recent message in the general tab of the Mindcrack server. Woof. 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 I don't also want to make a message every single day. You know them Mindcrackers. Well, then I say it is their loss. It is their loss, I say, and declare and proclaim. Yeah, I better fire up Skype and get DDoSed. Good on pigs. Well, Cone is at Goods, and I think Good is streaming right now, so that would sort of preempt Owen being able to join, and he said previously that on Tuesday, that was probably his last day that he'd be able to participate. Unless he logs in with Good's account. Like I said, no pressure, no expectations, not even of other people. Busy eating some sweet, sweet turkey pasta. Ooh, this looks like fun. I shall do it for fun. Yay. Turkey pasta. I'm perfectly fine. I've handled 752 episodes on my lonesome. I think I can handle a FLoB-A-THON or two. Algie knows. What's up? Oh, that's right. Life-size teddy bear. I got your question answered. Thank you very much, LJ, for the $42 donation. Life-size teddy bear asks, do you have a teddy bear or other plush? Why am I having mouth problems saying teddy bear? Do you have a teddy bear or other plush toy as a child? And do you still have it? Man, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, I had a heart-to-heart bear. Was my main dude. It was a bear with a plastic battery-operated heart. Blood everywhere. No, you like press the little button as you hugged it, and then it activated like a little like kind of shaky thing on the inside. Like the thing was, in order to change the batteries, you could like open up from the side and extract his heart. That was my like main stuffed animal as a kid. It talked. This one did. It wasn't a Teddy Ruxpin. There was no talking. It was just a bear with a heartbeat. With a heartbeat. I don't know if that still exists anywhere. It would be at my dad's house, and my dad in recent years has been very throwy outy, let's call it, of all the old memorabilia and toys and nostalgia that were taking up space in his basement. I do have on me ooh, that's gotta be lava. Oh, maybe it's not. I do have... Oh yeah, it is. Let's back away slowly. And go this way. I do have what supposedly was my first stuffed animal, like that was given to me as like a brand new baby born person, baby new little zygote. And it was a koala bear, and I have that. And that's all old and ratty looking. Cuz like my mom gave me like a box of like memento things before my dad could throw them away. Which I've carried from Illinois to Arizona to here and have yet to once crack open the box. But yeah, supposedly that was like my first stuffed animal. Juno does not like toys at all. She doesn't like them. She doesn't do anything with them. We're deducing that she probably came from a farm. That is to say, a breeding farm, which is also why she doesn't like other dogs to sniff around her hindquarters and gets very angry when that happens. But she probably never learned about toys or fetch or playing or anything like that. So, yeah, she doesn't... Like, I have that stuffed Minecraft wolf that I got from the Minecraft Microsoft offices when I visited them. And that's in her bed up here. And then I have another stuffed wolf dog down in her crate. And she'll use them as like pillows or whatever, but really doesn't like treat them like toys or even like other dogs or puppies or anything like that. Yeah, Eva really liked toys and really liked disassembling toys and getting the stuffing and especially if it had a squeaker, really pulling the squeakers out. But yeah, I've tried squeaker toys. I've tried rope toys. The only toys she'll deal with are ones that are containing food and dispense them in puzzle fashion. And then once they're out of food, they are out of her mind. So yeah, I know there's possible ways to like get a dog interested in or to play with toys, but I just haven't had the knowledge or the time or the like it's you know, it's not like something I felt like needed remedying right away. With Juno's personality. A woof. Indeed. Pigs. The jitters will only get worse, correct, and exponentially. Right now, you can tell by the pixels. This is the block selection. This little black box is how you select a block in Minecraft. And it is showing where the game thinks we are located relative to the world. And that's every time it jumps is a time of imprecise knowledge of where we are on a particular block. Sheep. Oops, no! I'm very sorry, my good friend. I have no space for this otherly colored wool. Here you go, have it back. Wolf. True, I could have made a bed out of that, but that would have required me to put down the workbench, and I just wasn't prepared for such things as these. Of course, now I need to make some beds. Listen. Oops. Oh, I messed this up entirely. Ah. Wait a minute. Boop 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 boop. Why is the Nintendo Mario theme in my head still? That makes no sense. Excuse me. Drink more water. Liquid water. Magical. Yeah, what else? What else is up? What else is new? Shirts are on sale. Next month on the 3rd, September begins. So any first time subscriptions you make to any channels are going to be half off. Still raising money for Direct Relief Charity, obviously, right now, as you can plainly and clearly see in the top of your screens. The Humble Store has Dirt Rally for free. The original Dirt Rally 1. Which is the good one. I've suffered through much dirt rallying. Yeah, I don't want it to be, but I'm gonna say I told you so to nobody who doubted me when Dirt Rally is removed from Steam and for sale everywhere. That's kind of their MO. Oh, we got some going down here. I don't know what Celeste is. We played Inside, obviously. I don't know what Celeste is. Is it another, like, platformer-y type of deal, like Inside or something? Oh, no! Never heard of it. Or maybe I heard of it, but I passed over it. I mean... Ooh, that's lava somewhere under there. I mean, like, Undertale has a lot of fan hype, so... that doesn't necessarily mean it's a positive thing for a newcomer. It's ridiculously hard. Ah, it's one of these hard games that don't believe in fun. I see how it is. Oh, not for Kurt J. Mac. Gotcha. Oh, that went over the block. I thought I was going to hit the block. Woof, 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 woof. Somebody woofs. Weatherman. Thank you very much for the donation. Long-time viewer, we know. First-time donator. Are you? I think that isn't true. Apart from the episodes where you left for the far lands and when you got Wolfie, is there a particular episode that stands out to you? Well, yeah, I've answered this already. I liked, I guess from a production standpoint, standpoint, the episode that began season 5, where we invoked the hidey hole paradox to go back and get Wolfie. No, I mean, it's not even like, it's a question that gets asked a lot. Like, what's your favorite moment of Farlands or Bust? What's your favorite episode? Blah, 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 blah. You know, it's a common question, and that's fine. I don't mind answering it again, or thinking about it from a different frame of mind. What would you go that way for, you noodle? Was it season 3? God, I don't remember anymore. Because season 1 wasn't a season. It was the season before we even started raising money for charity. Season 2 started when we did that. So season 1 was like a month long. Was it 699492? Probably. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. It's the second monument. We built it on that big spire. Okay, season 3. The premiere of season 3. I hopped in Matardus and invoked the hidey hole paradox to respawn Wolfie, who mysteriously disappeared. Didn't die, but just disappeared from the game. I mean, like, going to the Nether, like, some episodes just, like, turned out alright. Going to the Nether was, I thought it would either be, like, death, or it would just be like, oh, that was the Nether, I guess, and be, like, really boring, but it turned out to be very exciting. Right down to the last second. I mean, right around to where we found the golden apple. I was like starting to say, oh, I don't have anything special planned for episode 311. Blah, 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 blah. Golden apple, what? So it always, stuff tends to work out. Oh, well, yes. Ah, dang it, I knew well, no, I can do this. I have room. We talked about that too, Kavak. And there are two vastly different trains of thought about how that went. There was a very simple thing you could have done to make it stop. In retrospect, yes, I suppose I should have chosen to go north or south or something that wasn't backwards. I thought it would be interesting to go backwards and, like, see all the places we'd been from a different direction and see all the hidey holes and things, you know. But nice donation, LG. Thank you very much. Oh, there goes that shovel. Oop, I need a new one, huh? This is like a pre-built elevated hidey hole. Look at this biz. Look at it. Just do this. Oh, I'm out of torches too. What the hell's blazes? Nice. Oh, you have a seat. I don't want problems from you. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is a bad elevated hidey hole. This is a bad one. This is very bad. Dang it. Alright. I gotta kill this guy now. Actually, I think I can sleep. Alright, note to self. Pre-made organic elevated hidey holes are no good. Alright, now let's try. Gosh, diggity darn it. Where, how are they spawning? Oh, okay. Is it because there's a way they can get to me? Is that why? I'm lighting up the entire place. Nobody's business. Nobody has any business. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Hey, we did it. I guess that was kind of the problem. I think that spot down there, thank you, Wolfie. I think this spot down here was dark enough that they could have spawned. It was weird that they were spawning so far away and not like in my face like they normally do when that happens. Interesting. Well, we got some use out of these torches, I guess. And I guess I should make a shovel now that I'm out and about. Do I have my... Yeah, I do. Bloink. I mean, that's happened before in a hidey hole more than once. Because there's like a cave that I don't know about that they spawn right next to me then. Algae, when they donated nice amounts of dollars, asked, do you think of this as my or our trek to the far lands, a noble trek, whichever? I don't think about it as my. I think about it as Kerche Max. This guy with the pants coming out of his butt. Ooh. I think about it as your like charity fundraiser, because obviously you guys are the majority of the funding that are being raised. So, I mean, obviously there are quite a few of you who take the journey and hold it in much higher regard than maybe even I do. I'm not saying that I don't, but just from a, I guess, philosophical standpoint, maybe. To me, I enjoy it because of almost from a comical, existential, not even existential, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the type of art that like means nothing, but that's what gives it meaning, is that it means nothing. You know what I'm talking about. Dada? Yeah, Dadaism, I suppose, is one way to put it. Like, yeah, just, I like the ridiculousness. Postmodern and modern is like a different thing entirely. But yeah, kind of the Dada, kind of the, there's another word too. Absurd, yeah, that's it. That's the one I think I was looking for. The absurdist nature of it. Abstract, absurd, yeah. Like, that's what makes it interesting to me. And that's the way I approach it. Is the absurdity of it all. But that doesn't make it unnecessary, or well, maybe not necessary. Well, the fact that it isn't necessary is what makes it absurd. But that doesn't make it unimportant to me. But that even like the type of art I made in art school and stuff like that, it was always about like doing a thing that nobody else would do, just because it's a silly thing to do. Like, why? Why would anybody do? Why would they do this? So yeah, that's kind of how I approach it. Which, you know, let's say something terrible and horrible did happen, where by some strike of very bad luck, I lost all the backups in the worlds, and then like that would be the end of it. You know, if I made it about me, or I made it like that to be my identity, if this was the only series I ever did on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and like without it I would be nothing and empty, then I feel like that would be a dangerous position to put myself in, right? So it's important. I'm doing the best I can to take care of it and do what I can to continue it. But I'm also not, you know, surviving with it in my blood, I guess is the way to put it. No, I only made a download, I think, once after the first F3 monument. Because again, it has also reached the point where it only exists in this form. Like, I don't want to hand it over and then somebody else like teleports ahead, or even though the Farlands look like the Farlands, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't want it to be exploited. That is not a boat. This boat has springs. We talked, it's probably the compass, because the compass I made very early on, before we started walking to the Farlands. Also the bow, I can't remember when we made the bow. But since bows don't have durability, they don't break, I've had it forever. Probably the compass. Actually, definitely the compass. Right, the diamond sword of spawn pointedness is forever memorialized and archived atop the F3 monument. Season 5. Right? Yeah. Man, these days are going by fast. When did we start? This stint? I just feel like I do some walking, I answer a question, and I look up and the sun is setting. I mean, it is once every 9 minutes, so whatever, but I might honestly be wrapping up at the end of this stint. A little bit of a quiet day. We had a 6-hour day yesterday. I think we can afford that. We got a big day tomorrow where we press F3, so... Added up all the Minecraft days. That would be a difficult one. Because there are episodes that are shorter and longer. There are the FLoB-A-THONs. There are episodes where I didn't sleep and I had, because I didn't have a bed or something like that, I had to stay up through the night. It's not that hard in theory. To walk to the far lands? Whoops. Oh, to count days. Well, I don't... well, I think the stats in modern Minecraft are total for your account across all worlds. Because I remember seeing that and then like trying to figure out the distance walked without looking at F3. But that adds up per world. There are stats per world. But remember also, Minecraft beta uses a different save structure, save file system. So does it even have that data? Is that something that was added when when they changed the saving structure? A level.dat file. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, maybe eventually we'll know. Woof. Ooh. Very, very dark. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's asked before. I have seen the Kerbal Space Program trailer, and I don't know what that means for me ever playing it. Although I do know that if we hit 750 subscribers on Twitch, I will return to Kerbal Space Program, the original. And it would be interesting. Maybe I should find, if that happens, maybe I should find like an old alpha beta version of Kerbal Space Program and play that instead of the new one, or like, you know, the updated version. I don't know that there was a beta 173. I think their beta was 0 point something, as betas should be. Alright, hold on a second. Going to... Oh, okay. We got about like 15 minutes. Because Twitch tells me the last time I ran an ad was an hour and 1 minute ago. And I remember I came back from my break and it said 14 minutes ago. So, then we did a little bit... A wee little bounty. Talked about bonzo beans. I mean, the floating point stuff is also present, at least was, in Kerbal Space Program. And that's why the Kraken existed and would rear its ugly head. I think that's something that they did end up fixing. But yeah, floating point stuff was a thing in Kerbal Space Program early on. It still like, well, the Kraken still happens, but like, I don't know if it's related to positional inaccuracies. Alright, this is a cliff. I don't want to be up here. Bill spaghettifies Kerbals. Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like how we spaghettify Busto. I think that's that's just a physics thing. We prefer the term going nuclear. Cows. Thanks, LG. Put in bits. Are snowballs a thing? I've thrown like 2 or 3 of them already. Whoa, careful there. It's ready to go. Hold on, I need some wood. And more wood. Replanting. Yoink. Oh. By lava under there. Just doing a offset check. Still the same. Still the same. No, it's the same. I mean, it'll feel more jittery if I'm looking at the ground like this, obviously, for you guys, but keep your eyes on the horizon. Oh, that's also definitely lava. They're trying to get us. That might be a spawner right there. Yep, it is, but that one would be too difficult to get, I feel. Especially this late at night. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna do one more elevated hidey hole. Of the proper design this time. With enough dirt, though. Oh.
Hello there.
Bunker Ting, thank you for 20 months in the sub tub. Much appreciated. $20 months, Twitch Prime, sub tub. Woof. Punkerting. Puncturing. You know what I mean. You're punkerting to me. Ooh. Neck. Yeah, everything's getting stiff. It's not like a video game where I'm like actively like bow, 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 moving around and shooting and changing my what buttons I'm pressing. I'm pressing the same button. I'm just sitting here drooling. Admittedly, I mispronounce a lot of people's usernames on purpose. Or I do it wrong once and then that's what it is. It sticks. Actually, like I was saying, the W key on my keyboard isn't the one that's... it's kind of worn, but S is worn down. I think probably because I have to move my hand, my finger, from W to S. And the movement, like it hits with friction, as opposed to just hitting straight down. Science! We talked about pi and various pies around pi. Oh, Wolfie, jeez. Oh. Mm. Cows. When do we start making guesses? I don't know. Do we have a bot that would, like, actually do that? I know Cone has that set up for bingo. I don't think any of my bots do that. I don't think Xavier is around either. I... Yep, jitter's the same. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to believe that we'll probably not see it. A little bit disappointing, but they're offset in the other direction? I don't know. I don't think... I mean, there like is, if it's even an imperceptible amount, but it's not measurable. I mean, yeah, it's like, I think in any game you play, it's going to be like slightly. Just because the point floats from 0. Ooh, a lot of lava. We're running into a lot of lava here. I mean, I have been purposefully listing to the right to bring that number towards 0 more so. Indeed. Well, today was, I don't want to call it a boring day, but this is a day. This is a day of walking to the far lands. We learned not to use naturally made elevated hidey holes. Found one spawner, but it only had one chest. Scenery was not bad. Nothing spectacular or amazing. It was alright. Probably for the best. What happens when you use naturally elevated hidey holes? They don't work, and zombies wake you up, and you keep spawning them until you change the design so that it works. It was weird that they didn't spawn right next to me, which I guess is a safety feature of the elevated hidey holes, that they have nowhere to spawn. Because it's just all air around you. Over this little plot of land. This little slice of heaven. Have you liked this style of FLoB-A-THON better than previous versions? I've certainly been doing it more, but then again, I've also been just streaming more the last 2 years than I ever did before, so I'm more used to it. Like I said, these streams have just been been replacing what I would have considered normal streams anyway. But yeah, and I even was talking yesterday, it might even be, I don't know if we're having the type of viewers simply because it is the FLoB-A-THON. An engagement and whatever, if I started to do this sort of thing with FLoB like once a week, where I just dedicate a day, and instead of just recording a single episode, just dedicate a whole day stream to doing Far Lands or Bust. In a row, it's starting to wear on me. It's both energy-wise, my arms, my carpals are getting tunneled. I suppose maybe I could have done better organizing of trying to get people to join me on the call. I really didn't realize this was also the week that Cone was going to be with Good, so I don't really have a backup host to help me out. Fedrin's been doing a fantastic job, though, and I'm sure she'll be here tomorrow. Sounds like, anyway. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Doing good. Feeling fine. Ah, Wolfie. Woof. All right, there it is. It's our a wee tiny island with a hidey hole in it. End off the day. Some of these jobbies. A couple of those doobly-doos. And yeah, thank you everybody for donating. We're up to $31,621 raised for direct relief. Much appreciated. Much appreciated indeed. Let's go to sleep. Indeed. We're gonna save and quit. That. I don't think I've seen that one. Minecraft. The abrupt end of the music. Gonna back up the worlds. And tomorrow, my friends. Tomorrow is when we will be pressing F3. I'm going to try my damnedest to start earlier, and then we'll press F3 around 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is like midnight-ish UK time. Not that anybody's probably still awake in the UK, but 6 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, we'll do that, and it'll be cool, hopefully. And all that. I should leave this call just in case I don't want like somebody to join. Hi, Kurt. I'm like, I'm ending. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for your support, your viewership, and thank you. Bunch of people following.